Hello and welcome, BBR fans. Today we have week 6? Week 6? Week 6 of BBR up against Viz. And he has a meme team, Mono Hisui. And now, I did put him like pretty much last in the power rankings because of it. Like, this team is just legitimately not good. However, he has been cooking everyone with it, so we gotta make sure that we lock in this week and don't lose to this. You know what I mean? Anyways, here's my prep. I have Terra Shell, Terrapagos, of course. This is gonna be 3 attacks spin. I found this was really reliable at revenge killing stuff. For example, like a Bandit Arcanine, is a big threat here. Like, it will take a KO every time it gets in safely. So having something that can, use that Terra Shell, answer that defensively, and then revenge kill it, you have that spin option to get rid of the hazards. I have Dark Pulse to weaken Basculegion. AV Basculegion is very possible in this matchup into Terrapagos, Keldeo, right? Most common, like, Basculegion set into Terrapagos is actually AV with Endeavor to go through that Terra Shell, so I'm not going to say he's going to be that 100%, but it's definitely an option that I want to, at least have Dark Pulse to hit and weaken it down for my Keldeo. On my Lando T is going to be Max Defense Helmet. This is going to be a reasonable check into the Sneasler, as well as, it does avoid a 2-hit KO from Arcanine at full at least. If it like Terra Rock Banded Head Smash, maybe not so much, but I mean, come on. We gotta be realistic here. This is gonna be probably good enough, right? Able to trade rocks into Cleavor lead, yeah, and just slow down Sneasler in general. Like, this is basically the best Pokemon in the format against Sneasler is Lando T. So we're gonna bring it, right? I have Psychic to hit Sneasler super effective, and then Earthquake U-turn is all I need outside of that. I could have Stone Edge or something for the Enamorous, but I have, plenty of other Enamorous counterplay. I'm not really too pressed about it. Keldeo is going to be Boots for attacks. The idea behind this is it'll slowly chip down things. For example, if the Basculegion is AV, I can just kind of hit things. I'm not worn down by rocks or anything like that, and he is. So eventually I will break through. Terra Blast Ghost is really strong into Basculegion, so I don't need to weaken it that much to put it in range. It's also just generally nice coverage with my dual stabs. I have Vacuum Wave because Scarf Arcanine is like an actual real threat here. So I wanted to have some priority for it, because Scarf would probably run Terra Rock, Bandit would probably run Terra Normal. That's what I'm expecting going into it. Yeah, Secret Sword Surf. Secret Sword, of course, I want to hit the physical defense stat of Gudra Hisui, obviously. And, yeah. So Scizor is going to be Choice Banded, Max Attack, Adamant. This is basically going to pretty much one-shot Sneasler after a helmet hit. So I'm never really in danger of getting swept by that thing. Bandit CC is very close to a KO on Ursaluna from full. Bullet Punch does a big amount of damage to something like Enamorous. Lilligant is like, it basically revenge kills pretty much anything on his roster. And then my Mellow out of here is going to be Max Spadef, Calm Mind, Knock U-turn, Psyshock. Now, this is a set I was playing around with a little bit in mocks. Initially I had T-Wave over Calm Mind, just like basically Mesprit cosplay, but I found that it ended up being setup fodder for a lot of Calm Mind Pokemon, like the Enamorous, the Ursaluna. They both kind of just Calm Minded on me and didn't really care, so I slotted in Calm Mind and Psyshock instead, so I'm able to 1v1 the opposing Calm Minders, and that really freed up the only thing that was really an issue in mocks at all. Clefable, going to be Max Defense Rocky Helmet, so I have 2 Rocky Helmets for this Arcanine. If he plays really well and gets Arcanine in several times, my plan is always to sack Clefable first. I have Endure to rack up more Rocky Helmet ship, and then after Rocky Helmet, probably going to be in range of Keldeo after Rocks, right? So basically my whole game plan is around getting Rocks up immediately and then keeping them up. That's my limiting factor for Choice Banded Arcanine. As well as it's not really super easy to bring in versus a lot of my guys, so there is that. I have Thunder Wave, Moonblast, and Healing Wish. I don't have Moonlight on this Clefable because it's going to be a fast-paced game, and so I don't really want to be wasting turns moonlighting a Clef that's just going to get sacked anyways to the Arcanine when it comes in. So that's gonna be my team, and we'll get right into the game. Oh my god, guys. Oh my god, this is so intense. We're here with the game. Let me write down his team. There's Gudra, there's Sneasler. There's no Lilligant, which is nice. There's a Braviary though. That's a scary mon for sure. Cleavor. Arcanine. Arcanine's Terra Normal for E-Speed, makes sense. Braviary is Terra Flying, also makes sense. Basculegion. Which I expect to be AV on this team, but also if it's AV Gudra, it doesn't have to be. It could be Scarf Basculegion, which would be a little bit more troubling for my team, I think. But either way, we are recording, yes? Yeah, okay. So I'm just going to lead off with Lando because he has no removal, so I just want to get rocks up. That's a pretty common theme in the past few weeks, but seems pretty fine. If Basculegion does lead off, I will just pivot hard into my Meloetta. All good with me. Anything else, really, I can just stay in, set up rocks. Pretty sure, anyways. Now let's go ahead and lead off with Lando. We're max defense helmet, so pretty good check to like Cleavor lead. I will trade rocks, and that's fine. Alright. Here we go. Piccolo, that's a Cleavor lead. We're just gonna trade rocks here. Stone Axe can miss, Stealth Rock cannot, so we'll see. But yeah, just gonna rock here, 100%. And depending on if I'm faster or not, depends on my next turn click. If I'm slower, I will just U-turn out. And I am slower. That looks to be offensive. So probably just max speed, max attack. Is that protective pads on that? Because I am Rocky Helmet, I didn't see any chip. Oh no, I just missed it. So let's see. Landorus dash T. I took how much damage from that? He's -1. So he is adamant for sure. It's locked in that he's adamant. So max speed, max attack, adamant. We will just U-turn here. Get some momentum on our side. He Stone Axes again. I get my keldeo in. That's a big crit. Don't like that. Our Cleavor is at 40% now. And we should be able to get an Keldeo. And just kind of fire off an attack here. Alright. Now we can just kind of go for a Terra Blast. There's no real Ghost Resist on his team that he brought. So Terra Blast should just be a KO here. If he pivots to anything, it's going to be the Basculegion, right? Maybe the Gudra if it's like no, that doesn't make too much sense, honestly. So we're just going to go Keldeo. Hopefully claim a kill here with a Terra Blast Ghost. We have rocks up. We're going to press our Terra button. Shout out J-Ricky. And we're going to Terra Blast Ghost here. This should KO the Cleavor if he stays in. And yeah, I don't see a good switch in, so likely just gonna sack this. Yeah, Terra Blast does like 62 to this thing, so no problem here. He does stay in. And this should be one kill for the Keldeo. Starting off strong. Nice. And we do have the Lando sack in the back with helmet. We can use that either for the Sneasler or for the Arcanine just to get some chip on that thing. Alright, Keldeo does pick up a KO here. Yep, there we go. One for Keldeo. One of 6, hopefully. We'll see, though. We'll see. It's really hard for him to revenge this thing. Arcanine is Terra Normal, which means unless he's Scarf, he is just going to freaking die to Secret Sword. Alright. But what is his play here? Because not a whole lot on his team wants to take this on, unless it's like... Probably AV Basculegion can take one and trade back with a Shadow Ball. So I'm not going to stay in on a Basculegion, I'm going to go hard Meloetta. But outside of that, if he goes to something, it's really revealing some prep on his side. Let's see, versus Braviary. Chi-Chi, is that... Okay, that's Sneasler. I live a banded hit from this guy, so I will just stay in, I think, and go for a Surf. Is he trying to, like, Dire Claw me or something? I don't know, because I am Terra Ghost. I should live Choice Banded Throat Chop, even. I'll double check that. Yeah, it does 102 max, so he would have to be Banded Throat Chop and get a max roll on me. And Surf is doing good damage to this, so I will probably just take this chip, considering my Lando got crit and is not able to check this thing anymore. I do value chip on this thing. So I am just going to Surf here. He goes for a sub. Okay. Cool. That's actually really good for me. If he subs down too low, he's going to put himself into Vacuum Rage pretty close. Oh no, it's Leftovers? Black Sledge. So it could be Trick. Could be Trick. Sub. Trick. Or Switcheroo, I guess. I'm okay with that, I think. I will just Surf this still. Right. That makes sense. I'll just Surf. If he tricks, so be it. My Keldeo will still be healthy enough. But it will be annoying for sure. So with a recovery... Okay, he switches. Sweet. I'll take that. Into Goodra. I will be secret sorting this next turn. So Goodra, does that chip tell me anything? So he's not Assault Vest, because that did way too much with Surf, right? Secret Sword, if he's just max HP, does 76 min, and he cannot KO me back unless he's Specs. So I'm just going to Secret Sword, trade HP on this thing. Best case, or worst case, is trading HP. Best case is another KO. We're gonna Secret Sword. Okay, so he is bulky on the Fizdef side. Rain Dance. Okay, so he's setting up his Basculegion. That's what this is for. Very cool, actually. But my Meloetta is max Spadef, and I do have a Lando sack in the back for stuff like this. Now, can I just Vacuum Wave to cover any, like, Custap Berry shenanigans? I should be able to. Yeah, I don't want to get Custapped here. That would suck, so I'm just going to Vacuum Wave. No Custap, but yeah, 2 KOs for Keldeo. Swag. But now we're going to have to deal with this Basculegion, which is going to come out right now. It's going to be scary. Either that or maybe a Scarf Braviary. That would be cool as well. Chi-Chi too. That is the Basculegion. So it could be Specs in the rain with Swift Swim. I want to see how much my Meloetta takes. So let's call it Specs in the rain with Swift Swim. So I do get to it KO'd by Specs. So I think I'm just going to take the Lando sack here. And then probably just go into Meloetta and knock. That seems like a pretty reasonable play to make. Yeah. We're just going to sack our Lando here. No problem. Means I have one less Rocky Helmet hit into the Arcanine and stuff like that, but if his Arcanine was Terra Normal, it's probably not going to be Scarf, which is the scary set, because that's the one that can revenge my Keldeo. Get the useless Intimidate on this thing. Hydro Pump, okay. So connects the pump, and let's see, Hydro Pump. Versus my Meloetta in Rain from Choice Specs Modest is doing 65 max. Now he didn't bring the Ursaluna or anything, so I don't really need my Meloetta for anything else in particular. Maybe for the Braviary would be nice, but I do have Choice Banded Scizor in the back for that anyways, as a revenge tool. And Scizor is getting really close to winning as well. I'm just going to go Meloetta and Knock Off. It's good value on anything. I'm max Spadef, so I should be able to live anything from this guy. Alright, Knock Off is my play. Yeah, looks like it. Let's go for a Knock Off. Stays in for the Hydro Pump, and I dodge it. That's actually big, but I am max Spadef anyways. Probably gonna see a Choice Specs get knocked off here. Yep, there's the Choice Specs. So a really lucky turn for me. I get to keep HP on my Meloetta, but like I said, this is only really too useful for the Braviary. Now here, do I Psyshock or do I knock again? What does more damage? Psyshock does more. Psyshock does a lot more, actually. So I'm just gonna Psyshock. Right, Calm Minding is wrong here, for sure. Because Sneasler is gonna revenge kill me no matter what. I'm just gonna Psyshock. Hydro Pumps again. And I dodge again. That one was only doing like 40 though. So if he hit both, I would have died there. But now this thing is in Rock's range, which is really nice. Now can I U-turn and knock this out? It looks like I might be able to. It does 6%. 6.7 to 8%. Am I willing to risk that? Let's see, if it doesn't kill, I just go Scizor and Bullet Punch anyways, right? So it's not the end of the world. I don't really want my Meloetta in versus the Arcanine. That's a Pokemon that he can like sack against. Or he can force a sack with his banded Arcanine. I think I will just U-turn here. Keep this thing around, potentially to take a Braviary hit. Yeah, we're gonna U-turn here. Finally hits a Hydro Pump. But this should, yeah. Okay, that's like a max roll on Modest, and that does knock it out. So, good stuff here. Alright, and now what do I go to? The Sneasler's at 75, he has Braviary and Arcanine in the back. I might just go back to my Keldeo. Honestly, Rain's up. It seems pretty strong of a position. So yeah, we're just gonna go Keldeo. We are Boots preventing any Rocks chip. With Rain up, Braviary is gonna take a beating. Chi-Chi! Who's Chi-Chi? Sneasler again. But now with a Rain up, he's definitely dead to Surf. So I'm just gonna take my Surf KO, I think. He's gonna take his chip, which he has to do at this point. He goes for a sub. Sure, maybe it's Endeavor or something, but I'm Ghost type, he can't Endeavor. So I don't know what he's trying to predict here. I'm just going to Surf this thing. And now he's in range where Surf, even out of range, will knock it out from here. Yeah, I'm just Surfing this, like... I mean, worst case is like a Disable, but I can just Terra Blast the next turn anyways, right? So... no problem. Dire Claw. No Sleep? Oh, come on, man. That's obnoxious, but I take my first sleep turn. He can't really knock me out before I wake up, either. But yeah, this is definitely annoying, right? Could potentially sub up here, but I'm just gonna Surf. I do have Healing Wish in the back as well if I want to revive my Keldeo for the end game. That's something that is available to me. I wonder if it's like sub SD dual stab. Could that be dangerous? Yes, it could be. If I get like max sleep turns here. That would force me to give up my shell, and then also Revenge with Banded Scizor. So it's not the end of the world, but he could also just proc Dire Claw again on my Terap. Like, there's always a chance with Sneasler. A little bit silly, but I think we should be okay here, all things considered, unless crazy odds. He does switch, probably into the Braviary. We're gonna see if it's Boots or not. In comes the Braviary, it is not Boots. Do we wake up? We do not wake up. Now, do we risk the wake up this turn? Because that's 2 sleep turns. Max sleep turns is 3. This could tear a flying. Let's see, if this agility Calm Minds is that bad. I mean, yeah, of course, right? But, I mean, I still have my shell, I still have Banded Scizor in the back to revenge this. Oh, but Terra Blast will kill if he doesn't Terra. I kind of want to just sack Meloetta, though. Because I need my Keldeo to get more kills. Meloetta is nice because it denies a sub plus setup. That's what I'm mostly worried about, is like setting up and getting a sub up. So I'm going to go Meloetta. Preserve my Keldeo. Keldeo likely to wake up next turn, but not willing to risk that, especially since he has the threat of Terra flying here and just living the Terra Blast. Which he's going to go for. Alright, so I make the correct play there. And what's nice about this now is my Psyshock will always break the sub if he tries to sub Calm Mind or something. Goes for the Hurricane. It's terrifying, I'm just going to freaking die. No doubt about it. Even though I'm max Spadef. Yeah. So, does that tell me anything about his spread? Do I like live a no item boosting one? No. I freaking die. So he could be Scarf. Right? Yeah, I just freaking die, no matter what. So, I'm probably just gonna go Scizor. Just double check that it kills from 75. Oh, it doesn't. It does not actually KO from 75. So, what I could do is go Clefable, maybe. And go for a T-Wave. Right? If he's Life Orb, it'll KO Clef from full, actually. Yeah. I'm just gonna go Terapagos and burn my shell, I think. Now, is my play to spin first? I am always faster after a spin, even if he is Scarf, so I will take the opportunity to spin. Especially because Starstorm doesn't actually knock it out 100% of the time from this range, so Spin will get that guaranteed chip, put it in range. Now it looks like I can just sweep with my Terapagos here, which is unfortunate. I'll see if I can find a path to get Keldeo more kills. But yeah, looking like, unless he confuses me here, I will just get 3 kills with Terapagos right now, because everything's in range. Arcanine gets Earth Powered. It's actually not Scarf, so my Rapid Spin goes first, but that's fine. Good information, at least. Goes for a Psychic, so no even chance of like a Confuse or anything like that. and Terra Starstorm should just knock this out. Dude, is it really worth throwing the game to try to get Keldeo these last 2 kills? It's not, right? It just isn't worth it. Now, we'll see what we can do. We'll see what we can do. How about that? But definitely gonna have to take this KO with Terapagos. Yeah, so Braviary goes down. Now it's Arcanine and a Sneasler at low HP, but my Keldeo is sleeping. That's the annoying part. Maybe if Arcanine comes in, I can, like, Terra Starstorm, go Clef, Healing Wish. If he goes Arcanine, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. That is the Arcanine. This is so dumb. He can't knock out my Clef from full. Can I sack anything else? No, I want my Scizor alive for sure. Like, that's the insurance policy. We're gonna Starstorm. He'll reveal Scarf if he has it here. Oh, he goes E-Speed. That's fine with me. We're gonna Starstorm here. Does that reveal Banded? That has to be Banded, right? 30 to 36. Yeah, that was for sure not, See, if it was unboosted, that's doing like 22, you know? So... Oh no, that's Arcanine, not Arcanine Hisui. Does that change the calc? No, it's the same calc. Do I just go Keldeo hard here? Because I'm a Ghost type. And then I get Wake Up turns? Yeah, this is actually perfect. Get my Keldeo in. We'll burn my last sleep turn here. Even if I get max turns. So now I can just Surf here. Right? Guaranteed. Yeah, Surf should just be pretty free. Sneasler comes in, but I have used up my last sleep turn if I fall asleep this turn. So I will wake up the next turn. And I could wake up now and just win the game on the spot. Get max sleep turns, but I think we're okay still. Alright. I'm gonna go for Surf here. We will wake up 100%. He has to sub and then hope to Dire Claw sleep me again. Not gonna give him that opportunity though, because I'm raw. Yeah, we guaranteed wake up that turn. Alright, don't sleep me again. If he does sleep me again, it's probably still okay. That's the crazy thing. Alright, don't sleep me. Anything besides sleep. Poison? I'll take it. And that should be 4 KOs for Keldeo. Nice. Sneasler's dead. It's just the Arcanine in the back. I have Vacuum Wave, which should knock it out from there. Even if it is Scarf, there's nothing he can do. This is over. I mean, we know it's not Scarf. It literally did Choice Banded damage. But I'll just Vacuum Wave just in case I calced something wrong, you know? No reason not to. And that's going to be the 4th and final KO for Keldeo in this match. GG to Viz. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. His team is definitely bad, but he's been playing really well with it. Yeah, it's Mono Hisui, it's a theme team, but he's been cooking the league. Fortunately, we're going to end up in the win column against him. Not going to let that trend extend to us. But yeah, it's been really cool watching his games. Anyways, that's going to be all for me. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.